Then spake Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. I remember sitting in that waiting room, trying hard to read the signs. Everything was turning blurry right before these tired eyes. The doctor said, we'll do the surgery now. And I prayed that he was right, but doubt and fear came creeping in as that day turned into night. Fear had left me feeling empty, like I was walking all alone. But every night I talked to Jesus, and he led my heart back home. When the darkness tried to take me and the burden felt too great, I could hear the Savior whisper, child, just trust me and have faith. I've seen the Savior in the shadows, where the hurting learned to stand. When the night was closing round me, he reached out his gentle hand. Every burden, every question, every tear I tried to hide, Jesus stood there in the darkness. Now I see his light. One morning, sunlight from the window fell across that quiet room, and the peace of heaven filled me, driving out the fear and gloom. 'Cause Jesus heals more than the body. He reaches down and restores the soul. And the mercy of the Father can make a broken spirit whole. I've seen the Savior in the shadows, where the hurting learn to stand. When the night was closing around me, he reached out his gentle hand. Every burden, every question, every tear I tried to hide, Jesus stood there in the darkness. Now I see his light. And I kept praying in the midnight, kept holding to God's hand, believing every promise with faith the size of a grain of sand. And little by little the light broke through like sunshine after rain. I laid it all before the Savior, and he gave me sight again. I don't claim to know the reasons for every valley we walk through, but I know the Lord stays with us when the whole world turns dark and blue. And every step I take forward, every breath his mercy sends, is proof that God His light again. Lay everything down before the Savior, and He will lead you in to the place where hope keeps rising, and you see His light again.